Hi, this is Rex.
And this is Cole.
And what are we watching right now? Cole?
We're watching some. Well, we're right now. It's the intro, but it's for Code Vein.
Cole.
I talked about it a while back. I started playing the game. Gosh, I think it was probably maybe like. Gosh, it's been at least a couple months now. And I finally beat it. Gotten through. I've gotten the good ending because a friend of mine very graciously told me how to avoid getting the bad ending from the get go because you have to play through the whole game again. And this game's fun, but not fun enough for me to do it all over again. So uh,
So it's an action RPG.
it's Dark Souls. It's Dark Souls, but with anime, and not as hard. Very kind of like looser, I guess is a better way to put it.
Yeah, you get
Um,
it's the one with the buddy.
it's the one with the buddy. Yeah, it's the one with the AI buddy, and then you can also still summon a friend into play.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, yeah. I got through the whole thing. The final boss was actually
What
a
did you
bit of a
play on?
doozy.
PC?
Oh yeah, PC. This is PC footage.
Steam?
Um, yeah, Steam.
Okay.
Actually, my friend bought it for me. I didn't actually pay for it. I
Nice.
probably would have. Probably would have got it for Xbox. For not for Xbox for PS4. But that is the way that, I just ended up with it. So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna buy another copy of this game to play it on the console. Yeah. Uh, I gotta say, I actually after finishing it,
Hmm.
uh, I like it a lot. It does a lot of cool things, but it's held back by a lot by it trying too hard to be Dark Souls, and which is kind of weird. I don't know which part you want me to elaborate on, but it.
What's the good and what's the bad?
Okay, well, yeah, all right. So easy part, good. Like the easy things I can say that are good are like first things first. The blood code system, which is kind of like a class system, is such it just is the smartest idea that this game has. Uh, so like I don't know if you've played a traditional like sort of Dark Souls game. I haven't, but I know that there's
Yeah.
like stat management, right? Like you can screw up your character.
Uh huh.
You have to every level up you have to like allocate your stats manually.
Right.
Um, this game doesn't do that. This game has blood codes, which are like class sort of like basically classes for your character that change how your stats are allocated. So you have a base set of stats, and then when you install your blood code, those stats get allocated based on whatever blood code you're using.
Hmm.
Um, and what makes it really neat is that means you cannot screw up your character. It's literally impossible to do
That's
to do that.
nice.
And then on top of that, you've got the ability to get skills from each blood code. So it benefits you to try out all of them and sort of collect skills from each one that you can then use in other blood codes if you kind of use them enough, if you level them up.
I sorry to interrupt you, but what's the deal with the
Yeah.
girl, woman with the scars?
The scars.
The
Uh,
red over here. Why is
she's
she so?
everybody in this game is a vampire.
Why is she so messed up looking?
Uh, because she is. I mean, everyone's kind of fucked up, kind of messed up. Sorry. Uh, everybody's a little messed up. So it's just kind of the universe. It's all edgy and stuff like that. It's not. It's more there because it's goth and cool. I would say that if there's any name I can create for this aesthetic, it's kind of like steampunk, glampire, apocalypse.
Okay.
Very just it's there because it's cool, and that's the reason. Because like how these characters work, right? They're called revenants. When you kill them, they just turn to ash and then kind of go back somewhere else and just respawn. So that like respawning is built into the lore.
Hmm.
Um, Kind of like in Dark Souls, right, where you die and you just get sent. You can't die permanently. You just get sent back somewhere. Um, yeah, it's just because it's cool. It's just whatever. There's no reason for it. Um,
So going back,
It's yeah, going back to the actual game itself, right? So
uh,
what were we saying?
so you like the code? What's it called the blood
Blood
sauce?
code system. It's
Hmm.
that's really good. Combat's okay. Like I had fun playing it. It was a little. It kind of felt a little light, not light, but it didn't feel as weighty as it could feel. There were a lot of weapons that did kind of feel weighty, but some were like you just felt like you were waving it around the enemy and then they died rather than you actually getting a good hit off.
Uh-huh.
Um, but once I got like there's a weapon that's like a hammer. Once I got that, I was very satisfied. I was very happy with it. It's still very Dark Souls. Your dodge rolling through stuff. You have iframes on that. Um, it's not as hard as the Dark Souls games I've played. You've got a partner with you, but the gameplay itself is very satisfying. I enjoy that. Um, I'd say every problem that I have with it though is just it trying to be Dark Souls too hard. Uh,
Give me
like
an
for
example.
example,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm about to. Yeah, yeah. So like in Dark Souls, right? You know how you can summon a person to kind of play with you, right?
Okay.
So from what I understand, once you beat an area, you are not allowed to summon another friend to join you.
Mm-hmm.
That is also in Code Vein,
Mm.
and in Dark Souls it kind of works because you are playing with randoms most of the time. Uh, but in this, you've got an ability to just bring a friend in and play through different spots with them. But then it kicks them out every time you beat a boss.
Mm.
Uh, and then you can't bring them back to keep playing with you while you have to sort of backtrack through the same area, which kind of
That's
sucks.
lame.
Also, if you want to re-up all your like you know how in Dark Souls you had your Estus, this game has that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's called regeneration. You literally just grab your heart and you force it to pump. Um, and you like Dark Souls, you're not allowed to go to a bonfire. Essentially, this game's equivalent of a bonfire, uh, and re-up that unless there's not a person playing with you. Um, and there's no reason for that either. You could just have the other partner just go to their menu when you do it, and then that's it. And you could both be together just doing that, like kind of re-upping your regeneration and stuff like that. Like it would make a wonderful co-op action RPG. It's like the framework is there to be a game that's not necessarily like Dark Souls. It just kind of has combat a little bit similar to it, and just be a really fun RPG that you play with your friends. That's like got like really punishing combat.
Hmm.
But for some reason, for some really strange reason, it just doesn't want it has to be Dark Souls no matter what. And I'm hoping that the next game in the series realizes that and goes, no, we're going all in on the multiplayer aspect. Let's make this a game that you play co-op with your friends. You can play all the way through, experience the whole story all the way through with your friends, um, and kind of focus on that experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty. That sounds like more fun to me.
yeah. There's one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, actually, you can see it here. So these are the game has this weird thing where like you know how in Dark Souls there are like weapon stories, right? Or like a lot of the stories told through like environmental stuff or like through weapons describing things to you.
Mm-hmm.
This game tries to do that by like giving you like these little memory crystals that you have to go through to get plot.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that one, some of them are mandatory, and also some of them are tied to like, or all of them are tied to getting skills and blood codes. So every time you want to like, get your, or to get more skills or to get more classes to try out, you have to just basically spend at least like 30 minutes just walking through these basically like little walking simulator moments and just listen to characters talk to you. You can skip them. Um, but if you want to know what's going on in the plot, you have to watch them, and it just feels terrible.
Hmm.
Like again, it's kind of like them trying to do Dark Souls, but then like not doing it right and not doing it all the way, and it just feels like they're shooting themselves in the foot when they don't need to. But anyway, that's all I got to say.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully they'll make a Covain too. We'll have those fixes in for you in the next generation. Hopefully.
yeah, I hope so. I don't know if you've like you or if you've played or I think you have played a Souls like right
Right. I
or
have.
yeah you. Is that good?
I have.
Which one?
I think the second one's Dark Souls 2.
Have you played any of the other like Dark Souls ripoffs, or just straight up you've just played Dark Souls?
I played Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. Okay, okay. So like, does that does that do like the tries to be like Dark Souls, but then do its own thing a little bit better or worse, or
It's like Dark Souls.
it's just a Dark Souls?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think that there's like places you can improve on, or like is Dark Souls the best Dark Souls out there?
I think Dark Souls is better than Fallen Order.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that from what I've seen, it kind of looks like that one also kind of tries to be Dark Souls, but then kind of gives up in parts.
No, it's I don't know. I haven't played both games deep enough to say it's
Mm,
way different. It's just yeah, it's just aesthetically different more than anything than gameplay. I think.
fair, fair. There's one that I'm interested in called Neo, if you've heard of that.
I don't think so. I'm trying to think.
It's like Samurai Dark Souls, basically. Um,
I think I've seen it.
yeah,
Couple
the first
episodes.
one is where you play as like a freaking. I think it's a he's what is he Swedish? I forget. It's Dutch. He's Dutch. Yeah, he's like a Dutch guy, I think, and he's just going around in ancient Japan. I think he's like supposed to be based on an actual historical figure, and he's just going around slaying demons. Um, and then the next game, you get to kind of make your own character, and you get like a demon transformation.
Hmm.
And I'm like, that's cool. Letting me transform into a super mode is always a good thing in any game. So there's some stuff there I might want to check out if I decide to keep going in this kind of genre.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk about it some more later. Thanks for watching, listening, and please subscribe and
Yes.
comment.
Please subscribe, and I hope your Souls like that you play is great.